बेबी ब्रेस्ट के पास आता है, लैच करता है और फिर छोड़ देता है। क्या हर फीड एक स्ट्रगल लगने लगी है? एक तरफ बेबी रो रहा है, दूसरी तरफ निपल्स में पेन हो रहा है और हर कोई अलग अलग एडवाइस दे रहा है। पोजीशन चेंज कर दो, फॉर्मूला दे दो, शायद मिल्क कम है। एंड स्लोली व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट यू एज अ मदर स्टार्ट फीलिंग गिल्टी योरसेल्फ एंड वंडर, शायद मैं ही कोई गलती कर रही हूँ, शायद मेरे पास ही दूध कम है। Moms, before I start today, I just want to share one thing. This is definitely not your fault. Most breastfeeding latch problems happen because there are hidden reasons behind it. And once you discover these reasons, breastfeeding becomes very easy because there is science behind everything. Hi, I'm Dr. Anuradha, Senior Pediatrician from Bangalore, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 hidden reasons why babies don't latch properly and one magic latch trick for sleepy babies. To make things easy for you, I have divided today's video into 2 sections. In the first section, I'll talk about reasons connected to mother and breastfeeding practices. And in the second section, I'll share with you reasons connected with the baby. And good news, I have created a free baby latch troubleshooting guide, so you don't have to take notes at all. Just listen carefully till the end. I have shared the link for this guide in the description, and once you finish watching the video, you can download it. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's begin with the most common reason that I see in my clinic every single day. And if this is the reason behind poor latch, then you can correct it immediately starting today. Most mothers think that breastfeeding is putting the nipple inside the baby's mouth. But this is absolutely wrong because the nipple does not have any milk. It has only the openings through which milk flows. And for breastfeeding to be successful, the baby has to take a deep latch. When it sucks only at the nipple, this is a shallow latch, and what happens is that the baby starts pulling away, which leads to sore and cracked nipples, or baby goes on feeding for hours together but continues to be hungry and doesn't grow properly. So babies always have to take a deep latch by taking in most of the black part which is around the nipple for successful breastfeeding. Another mistake that I commonly see is that most mothers bend over to bring the baby to the breast, and you should be doing just the opposite. Bring the baby to the breast and make sure that when you hold the baby's body is completely aligned to yours. The head, neck, shoulder and the body should be facing you. Baby's tummy against your tummy. Another simple trick. Aim your nipple towards the baby's nose and not directly into baby's mouth. Wait for the baby's mouth to be wide open like a yawn, and then ensure that the baby takes in as much of the areola as possible into its mouth, ensuring a deep latch. This one small change can make a very big difference to your latch. Now maybe you are thinking, Doctor, I'm doing all of this correctly, but still my baby is pulling away. What could be the reason? So let's look at the second hidden reason. 90% mothers are really worried about how much milk they have and having a low milk supply. But very few mothers think about how milk is flowing. Sometimes the milk comes out too fast and sometimes the flow is very slow. Both of these situations make latching difficult. Let's talk about the fast flow first. Just imagine trying to drink water from a fire hose. That's exactly how babies feel when mothers have oversupply and fast flow. They latch, they cough, they choke, they pull away, milk starts leaking from the sides of the mouth and the baby starts crying. But many mothers think, my baby probably doesn't like breastfeeding. Actually, your baby is just trying to handle this fast flow. What should you do in this situation? Try this position. Lean back and try to feed the baby in an upright position. This actually slows down the milk flow and helps the baby to latch properly. You can also hand express a little milk before you start feeding because this will help to slow down the flow. Now let's look at the opposite situation where the flow is very slow. Your baby sucks, works very hard, feeds for a long time, then gets tired and falls asleep. And you think, acha pet bhar gaya, that's why my baby is sleeping. But unfortunately, these babies don't put on weight as per our expectations. In this situation, there is one magic trick that will really help your babies to latch and feed better, and that is breast compression. What you have to do is, you are actually basically setting a rhythm. Whenever the baby slows down to feed, you do breast compressions, holding your hand in the C position. Don't press the breast so much that it's uncomfortable for you, but just gently whenever you see that your baby is slowing down feeds. This helps milk to flow faster and the baby continues to suck and swallow milk. Now here there's another reason that surprises many mothers. Sometimes the problem is neither your position nor the milk flow or the baby. It is actually your feeding environment. So let's move to reason number 3, the feeding environment. Newborn babies are still adjusting to this new external world. They still remember the calmness that they experience inside mother's womb, the flow of the fluid around them, sucking their fingers, and the darkness. In the external world, the bright lights, people talking, the noises coming from the kitchen, the television, the doorbell, and the mobile, all this can be very overwhelming for the baby. And when babies are overstimulated, they refuse to latch and feed and get irritable all the time. Have you noticed that whenever there are less people in the house and at night when the environment is calm and dark without any noise, your baby is calmer? It simply means that your baby requires a calm environment, and this is how you can do it. Before every feed, create a feeding space for yourself where you and your baby both can be comfortable. Switch off the television, reduce the light, switch on the fan, which has a calming effect on your child. Hold your baby close, take a few deep breaths yourself and stay calm. Babies are amazingly sensitive. When mother is calm, baby automatically becomes calm. Sometimes these simple changes are enough to ensure the perfect latch and successful breastfeeding. We have just looked at 3 reasons that are connected to breastfeeding and the breastfeeding experience itself. But what if you have corrected all of this and still the baby is struggling to latch? Then the reason may actually be connected to the baby. But before we move to that, if you are finding this video useful, subscribe to my channel and share it with other parents, because I post science-backed parenting videos every single week, and this will help you to raise kids who are healthy, happy and confident. And don't forget, I have a free baby latch troubleshooting guide that you can download from the link in the description after you have finished watching the video. Now let's move on to the baby related reasons. The most important thing when it comes to reasons connected to the baby, what you need to understand as a parent is that the baby is not doing this on purpose. It's not being lazy or stubborn. Your baby is simply trying to tell you that something is wrong and that is not letting me latch and feed properly. So let's look at all of these reasons one by one. One of the biggest myths that I hear from every parent is, "Doctor, baby बहुत lazy है." No, babies are not lazy, but some babies are simply sleepier than others. This is especially true for babies who come out a little early, the premature babies, babies who have low birth weight, who weigh less than 2.5 kgs at birth, or have had some problem after birth, like a difficult delivery, jaundice, or infection, or any complication that can sometime happen after birth. These babies, they suck for a minute or two and they fall asleep at the breast. You think feed ho gaya, but 30 minutes later, this baby wakes up crying but doesn't latch enough to grow properly. So what is it that you can do? The first and most important trick for sleepy babies is to do skin to skin contact. For skin to skin contact, place your baby wearing only a diaper against your chest. Skin to skin contact helps the baby to get soothed and latch better. And the best part, skin to skin can be done by mothers and any member of the family. If your baby keeps falling asleep while feeding, don't be afraid to gently wake your baby up, especially in the initial months, every 3 to 4 hours. And you can do this by gently massaging the feet of the baby, tickling under the chin and rubbing the back of the baby. You can also use the breast compressions that I taught you before to increase milk flow and help the baby to continue sucking at the breast. Remember, a sleepy baby always does not mean a satisfied baby. And you can check this by monitoring your baby's growth and the number of wet diapers every day. Now suppose your baby is awake, hungry, trying very hard, but still cannot stay attached to the breast and keeps slipping off. Then we need to look inside the baby's mouth. One of the reasons for poor latch is a tongue tie. Tongue tie is something many parents have heard today. But remember that every tongue tie does not cause breastfeeding issues, and not every breastfeeding problem is caused by a tongue tie. So don't look at social media videos and try to diagnose the condition yourself. What is a tongue tie? A tongue tie simply means that there is a piece of tissue which is there beneath the tongue that prevents the tongue from moving freely and makes it tight. And remember, tongue is very important for breastfeeding. It helps to create that gentle suction that is necessary to maintain a latch. So how can you find out if baby has a tongue tie? You will hear clicking sounds when the baby is feeding. Baby latches but keeps slipping off, and you experience lot of pain when baby is feeding. Feeds take a very long time. You have cracked and sore nipples, and despite feeding frequently, your baby is continuously hungry. If you notice any of these signs, please get your baby checked by a pediatrician or lactation consultant. You don't need to do a surgery for every single tongue tie. Sometimes just correct positioning and certain stimulation exercises of the lips and mouth can help your baby. Now here is something many parents have never heard at all. It is not a tongue tie, but actually the shape of the mouth itself which could be the problem. Reason number 6 could be just the shape of the baby's mouth or a neck tightness that interferes with latch. Every baby's mouth is slightly different, but some babies have a high arched palate. Palate is the roof of the mouth, and sometimes if it is high or arched, then it can interfere with latching because it prevents the baby from forming a good seal around the breast. But here's the thing. This condition again has to be diagnosed by a healthcare professional and not by you. Another hidden reason is your baby's neck movement. Some babies latch beautifully on one breast but refuse to do it on the other side. And when you force them to feed on the other side, they arch their back and neck and refuse to latch. It is because they have tightness in the neck muscles, which is called torticollis. And because of that, they are not able to latch comfortably in one position. These babies also prefer to turn their neck to one side most of the time. You may start thinking baby doesn't like my left breast, but it's actually because baby has discomfort. If you notice these signs, mention them to your pediatrician or lactation consultant. Sometimes a simple examination is all that is needed to diagnose this condition, and the solution is also very simple. Some babies benefit from gentle positioning techniques or sometimes require mild physiotherapy exercises to correct the problem at home, but you can try feeding your baby in different positions. Say for example, if your baby is not happy with latching onto one side, left or right, you can use other positions for feeding on that side, like the football hold or the laid back position. Changing the angle itself sometimes makes it easy for the baby to latch. Remember, breastfeeding is not like a wrestling match. Both you and baby need to be comfortable. Now comes the last and the simplest reason that you can easily take care of: a blocked nose. Babies breathe mainly through their nose while they are feeding, and the nasal passage of a baby is very narrow. Imagine trying to drink water from a glass by pinching your nose and closing your nose. Not possible, right? And this is exactly what happens to a baby who has a blocked nose. The mouth is closed, nose is blocked, and that's why baby is unable to latch and it pulls away. A simple way to take care of this problem is to use saline nasal drops by putting 1 to 2 drops into each nostril and then gently cleaning it with a soft cloth. Sometimes you can even use a nasal mucus sucker for this purpose. Another thing that helps for blocked nose is trying to feed baby in an upright position. However, if your baby's nose is persistently blocked and feeding becomes an issue, check with your pediatrician. So today we have looked at 7 hidden reasons why babies refuse to latch properly. 3 reasons connected to breastfeeding and 4 reasons connected to the baby. The most important message I want you to take home today is please don't blame yourself for any of these problems. Breastfeeding is a skill you are learning, your baby is learning, and sometimes it takes a little detective work to understand the real reason. Most breastfeeding challenges become easier with experience. If you found this video helpful, share this with every new mom who is struggling with latch issues, and don't forget to click the link in the description and download my free baby latch troubleshooting guide. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Anuradha and I'll see you in the next video.